30th Annual Andy Mercer 9-Ball Classic. Streaming live from the Rum Runner Lounge on POVPOOL. POVPOOL is sponsored by West 8 Billiards. Everything you need for your game room at west8billiards.com. Palm Desert's very own Lux electric car. Countless possibilities and infinite fun. The best protection for your cue at JB Cases. GoPlayPool.com. Download the free app to your device today. Tiger Products and the 7th edition Icebreaker Break Cube. Leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to POVPOOL on YouTube. Never miss a shot.
Well, here we are, folks. We are ready to go. The 30th Annual Andy Mercer 9-Ball Classic, streaming live from the Rum Runner Lounge in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the 30th Annual, and we have a virtual Cinderella story here. I'm sitting here with Jimmy, the Floydster Mataya, 4-time world champion, and I wouldn't want to be here with anybody else but you, Jimmy.
Well, likewise, my friend, we got a great match coming up here, and I got a little trivia question for you, Daniel.
Do you know?
Yes, I do. When is the last time in the finals of a major event like this that you've seen both guys' name starts with a V? We're talking Vilmos, we're talking
Vilmont, yeah.
I mean, a V, okay?
Well, one of them is originally from Europe in Hungary, Budapest. That's Vilmos FOLDES. And the other one is from Clinton, Iowa. And he's played 4 or 5 of these, but honestly, his name has never hit my desk. But now that I'm asking around about Chad Vilmont, all I ever hear is sob stories about how Chad wiped them off the table.
Well, I'm going to tell you what.
Why have I never heard about Chad Vilmont?
I had never heard of him either. I decided to play in the Andy Mercer about 8 years ago, and my first match was a guy named Chad Vilmont. Well, I said, well, maybe I got a chance. I never heard of him. Well, I could clearly see after he took about 3 shots, I said, this guy plays good.
Well, there you go.
And here he is.
And he's playing our defending champion, Vilmos, as you pointed out, Vilmos FOLDES from Budapest, Hungary. But he actually lives here in Las Vegas now. He's married. He got married last year. And there's Chad opening up with a real nice billiard to make the 5.
But he has no shot here. Well, if he does have a shot, it's a difficult one.
It's a long shot on that 1 ball. He's got to make it all the way in the corner past the 9 ball. I don't know how good the odds here, and then you got to hope that you have clearance to make the 3 ball, which is another long shot.
I might elect to play a safety here. I try to stress to players all the time that every time you come to the table, don't think that you have to run out. You take the run out when the run out is there. Do not be afraid to play safe, because your opponent only is going to get what you give him. And if you keep giving him nothing, I don't care who he is, he's not going to go far. So I might elect to maybe play a safety here, because trying to make this ball and get to position for the 3 ball, you know, easier said than done, but he's an excellent shot maker. So it's all how you feel on a shot. If you don't feel good on a shot, then don't shoot it. Think of something else. So let's see if he goes for this or plays safe.
Well, I think Chad is from the old school at this point. You know, we talked to him a little earlier, and
yeah, there you go.
You know, he's one of those guys that I think if you got the shot, go for it. Well, especially playing someone like Vilmos.
These guys are gunslingers. You know, you give them any kind of air, they're going to go for it. But I've always said that don't be afraid to play defense. He got fortunate there. He went for the shot on the 1. Almost scratched. He didn't leave Vilmos anything to shoot here other than a safety.
Are you sure, though? Maybe there's a bank there, a back corner bank.
Let's get real, okay? Who am I talking with, Mickey Mouse or what? Do what I tell you, okay?
Okay.
You try to play a safety here. You don't go for some wild, crazy Harrigan shot. And you watch what he does. There he goes. He's playing the safety, kicking it down table.
That's a good shot.
Okay.
You're right, Jimmy. You're right. I stand corrected. Jimmy, you're a 4-time world champion, and last I checked, I haven't seen your name in the Hall of Fame. What's going on?
That's a funny subject to me.
I mean, I was hoping for at least a nomination.
We will talk about that after this rack.
Okay.
Right now, this is where your knowledge comes in. This is where we see what you know. Now, if he's going to use a jump cue, which he is, for my money, pin a diaper on this guy. I don't care who he is. Let's go to some rails. I never used a jump cue in my life, and I never will. He'll have no problem jumping this ball.
Oh, he almost made it.
No
but
problem
now
jumping.
look what he does. He leaves it wide open. This is might as well chalk this up as a loss.
For my money, he got what he deserved. Okay, I want to see you go 2 rails. I want to see you go 3 rails. I want to see you go 4 rails and hit this ball. Then I'll know where you're at and how good you are and what kind of knowledge you got of the game.
Yeah.
Jump cue, you can learn nothing with a jump cue. Okay. I always stress that to players that, learn the game of 3 cushion billiards, because to learn the game of 3 cushions is a beautiful game. It helps you so much with your defense. And to me, that's what it's all about. You play offense, you play defense.
That's right, pool players. Learn your 3 cushion.
That's correct.
It should be a part of your arsenal. Definitely.
You take a look at the Filipino players. They're players that practice their billiards, and what makes them so difficult to beat when you get into a defensive battle with them. They play very good billiards. You take a guy like Efren Reyes, a world-class billiard player. When you go into defensive battles with guys like that, you're in a lot of trouble. But now, when you can pull out the jump cue, that eliminates all that, and I just don't agree with that.
Well, speaking of trouble, Jimmy, it looks like Vilmos has rolled slightly out of position here.
Yes, he has.
I think he's going to have to.
He's going to have to go 3 rails with the snowball, 3 rails spinning around a table, try to play the 8 ball in the corner pocket. Okay, very nicely done. I like the speed.
It's perfect.
He would have liked it a little bit harder, but that's the thing of playing billiards. You got to know. But he hit that ball very well. He has an excellent opportunity to win this first game. And I want to tell you something. You get in a match like this, Daniel, it's always big when you can win the first game. Even though it's only the first game,
yeah,
it takes so much pressure off of you.
Well, it makes a statement too, Definitely, drawing first blood makes a statement. But
yeah, because your opponent now, he's thinking, wow, I got to win the next game or I'm down 2-0.
It's true.
Okay, nice
and there
shot
you go.
Inside.
There's the first game. Vilmos FOLDES, the defending champion of the Andy Mercer, draws first blood against the dark horse, Chad Vilmont. And I want to thank Luke Bodenheimer for his super chat. Thanks for the $15. He says coffee money for the ride home. I appreciate that's coffee money and a couple gallons of gas. Thanks a lot. Now back to you, Jimmy. Jimmy, like I said, I haven't even seen a nomination for you for the Hall of Fame. You're a 4-time world champion. Not only that, you have done things in the pool media world. You've worked as a commentator. You've worked as a co-anchor with other players and broadcasters on ESPN for pool and billiards. What gives?
Well, when you talk about the Hall of Fame, the BCA Hall of Fame, anytime you talk to a player that's been around the sport for decades and knows what's going on, and you ask him about the Hall of Fame, the first word that ever comes out of their mouth is politics. Well, let me tell you something. I never cared for politics, and I especially don't care for it in the world of pocket billiards. Where do you get these guys from that work on favoritism and friendship and all this and that. To make it short, if you thought it would be a feather in my cap to be in their Hall of Fame, I got news for you. No, it's not. And as a matter of fact, if I was ever inducted, which I won't be, trust me, I would not waste my time to even show up for the ceremony. You know, I don't go for that slop of favoritism and friendship. I know a lot of people in that Hall of Fame because I played them all, and there's a lot of people in that Hall of Fame that belong there. And
I know.
on the flip
I agree with
side,
that too.
flip side of that coin, there's a lot of people that, you know, when you hear so-and-so is going into the Hall of Fame, you raise your eyebrows. When you raise your eyebrows, and you know one thing, that person doesn't belong there. About all I can say is, you know, I don't need favoritism. I don't need friendship. If I was to be voted into the Hall of Fame, I would like to think it was because people thought I belonged there. I don't want to be there because somebody likes me.
You don't want sympathy.
You know, I want
no sympathy. Yeah.
Well, if I don't belong there, okay. And as far as they're concerned, I don't belong there. Okay. But I got one question.
Yeah.
I see a lot of those guys in the Hall of Fame that never had what I had, that never accomplished what I accomplished, that don't even have close to the world titles that I have.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, well, why you're not there? Well, here comes the word again, politics. And I think that hurts the sport. People that think that I'm obsessed with being in the Hall of Fame, no, I'm not. I'm going to tell you what I'm obsessed with. I would like the players, the men and the women of that play this sport, dedicate and donate the best decades of their life to this sport. I'd like to see them, if they have a successful career, to get what they deserve. Not to say, hey, the joke's on you. Well, I guess it is. The joke is on me, but it's on a lot of other players too, because there's people that I thought that deserved to be in the Hall of Fame and never made it. Now, I grew up with these guys, and I'll tell you something else. There's a lot of them guys in the Hall of Fame. I've read their resumes, and nothing could be farther from the truth. Liars. They're liars. I'm not a liar. Let me tell you something. I won
well, look,
what I won.
I didn't want to get you upset, Jimmy.
I'm not upset. I'm just telling you the way it is. You know, I'm not obsessed with being with those type of people. It means nothing to me.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see the players of today get what they deserve. That's what I want.
I do too. And this is one reason why I promote smaller tournaments, local tournaments, because the world champions, they still come to these tournaments to play them.
Well,
and they come and they mix it up with people who nobody knows about. And we have the honor, we have the privilege of being able to invoke their names and share them with the world, you know, and that's what I love about what I'm doing.
Well, you do a great job here. We appreciate you
Jimmy.
coming here every year. I mean, you know, this wouldn't be the same without you.
Well, it wouldn't be the same without you either, you know, so my hat's off to you, Jimmy. But anyway, back to this match. And once again, I didn't mean to get you riled up to talk about that, but
hey, how can I get riled up about not being in the Mickey Mouse Club? Okay, I mean, I love torturing those Hall of Famers. I love beating them to death years ago. It was my pleasure.
Okay, all right. Well, if that's good enough for you, that's good enough for me.
It's good enough for me. I had a lot of fun. That's what the game's all about.
Well, I think Vilmos is having a lot of fun right now.
You know, I've never seen this guy lose a match. I did not see the match. I heard he was on the loser's side, and
he was on the one-loss side after the first day. How many matches, Geraldine? How many matches has Vilmos played in this event?
Well, I know he lost in the second round to Okolo, a 6-5. He lost it on the hill to a fantastic player, Dennis Okolo. And that is the only match that I've ever heard of this guy losing. I wasn't there to see it. Every time I'm around when he plays, I've never seen the guy lose. To me, he's an amazing player.
Yeah, Vilmos, very fluid player. I've seen him win. I've seen him lose, too. I've seen him have his bad days. But in fact, the first year that he came here, he didn't do too well in the Andy Mercer, but that's because he never played bar table tournaments. He never played bar table.
Well,
but then he came back next year. He said, you know what, I'm going to come back next year. I'm going to practice on these bar tables, you know. And now look, and then he takes first place.
It's a little different game on a bar table than it is a big table, but you know, if you're capable of playing good on a big table, which he is, you can rest assured he's going to play good on a bar table. He just got to get used to it.
Vilmos has played 10 matches in this tournament so far. 10 matches. Maybe, I think this might be his 11th. And by the way, this is a true double elimination event. Vilmos has to win twice. He has to double dip the newcomer, Chad Vilmont. So this is kind of a spot for Chad, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And now he's down 2-0. You know, the mental part of this game is 100%, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I had a guy ask me a year or so ago, he said, what do you think mentally the game of pool is? How much percentage mentally it is? And I had to think about that. And the more I thought about it, to me, it's 100%. 100% mental. If your mind is right, you're going to play good. If your mind is not right, you're in a lot of trouble.
Interesting observation. I can't say I totally agree. I think that I think there is a huge percentage of his mental, but I think you have to be in physical condition to do it as well.
Well, you got to be all systems going. I mean, you got to be a well-oiled machine. That's
true.
number one.
That's
you
true.
have to be in shape and ready to go.
I think it's a synergy of the two. I think both have to be working with the other. I think they have to be working in conjunction with each other. So with that, I give it 100%. So Chad on the one ball here. Is he cutting it down the rail?
I don't believe it if he is.
Or is he going for the side?
He's not going for the side. Are you wearing blinders or something?
He's cutting it down the rail.
Unbelievable shot.
That was a beautiful. He feathered the ball down the rail like that. Good speed, and he got shape on the two.
Very nice shot. See, you can when you're a warrior, you can make those kind of shots. When you're a gunslinger, you have no fear. And these guys, the way they play, trust me, they have no fear. Give them a shot, and they're going to go for it. Now, I don't agree.
Well, that's the thing. I was asking Chad about that. I said, what are you going through mentally? What are you thinking about? You're playing champions. You're playing like world champions. I don't think about that, he said.
Well,
I just go ahead and I'm playing the table. I'm just playing my best game. That's all he says.
A very good attitude.
Just play my best game.
Well, I've always said your enemy is not your opponent. Your enemy is those balls.
It's
and
true.
Nobody plays better than those balls. They will put you in situations that you've never been in before.
That's
and
true.
now it becomes improvising. What is the right shot?
Yeah.
Offensive shot, defensive shot. What's the right speed of the cue ball? What's the right English? That's what makes this game the most difficult of all non-physical sports. Pocket billiards is the boss, okay?
Yeah, the balls never lie, do they? They always tell the truth.
The balls know everything. You can only try to learn what the balls know.
What a beautiful shot there. He just finessed that ball in like.
Well, he has confidence.
He plays good.
No reason not to. He's here in the finals. He's been playing magnificent. It's every year, Daniel, 64 players, always sold out.
Yeah.
And to me,
within a couple of weeks too.
To me, for a 64-man field, this is the toughest bar table tournament, I think, in the country.
The toughest and the best run, and one of the most exciting, the highest number of spectators I've ever seen at a pool tournament in such a small and closed space.
Well, you have 64 players, and 50 of them are champions. I mean, that play very, very well. Okay?
You're not lying. You're not lying, Jimmy. It's true.
Now, he's got to get out here. He's got to get position on that 7 ball. If he can do that, he won't have any problem with the 8 ball. He has an excellent opportunity to win this game. He cannot afford to lose it. He's down 2-0.
Nice little 1.5-foot drawback for the 7 there.
Yep.
Perfect shape.
He's totally comfortable.
And I like his demeanor. He's still walking it around, taking his time. You know what they say, the carpenter says, measure twice, cut once. That's what he's doing.
Now, I'm surprised about that shot. I'm a little bit surprised about this. Can he cut this ball in the side?
Yeah, he can cut it. He's a little deep on the cut. Yeah.
Okay, a soft cut. I know he would have liked to come back a little farther with his cue ball, but no problem. He is in stroke, this guy. He's a gunslinger.
Yeah, he's got no problems here. But he is still down. It's 2-1. Chad finally gets on the board against Vilmos, who just want to remind you, Vilmos has to beat him twice. Want to say thanks to everybody watching today, from both myself and Jimmy Mataya. Want to say hi to Fat Boy, Dave Catt, Steve Mansfield, Snooker, Wambra, God's Green.
Also like to, Daniel.
Sam Keller, anyone you want to say hi to?
Yeah, I want to say hello to Ray Hansen and Larry Schwartz, who are down in Peoria, Illinois right now.
All right.
They're doing a commentary, doing a match down there, a challenge match with the Killer Bees. That's Bustamante and Bergman.
Oh, yeah.
Are down there in Peoria, Illinois right now, playing a high stakes challenge match. So say hello to Ray Hansen and Larry Schwartz down there doing the commentary like we're doing here.
All right. Well, I'll take Boosty in that match.
Okay, you got Bustamante for a beer. I got the other Killer Bee, Bergman.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Both tremendous players, no doubt.
All right.
Okay, now we're looking at some safety action here. Now we're looking at spinning that 3-ball around. I believe he's going to hit and stop, park the cue ball behind the, I believe the, oh, wait a minute, where's he at? Oh, he's shooting. I'm thinking that's the orange ball. That's the 5. We got a long way to go before he gets to the 5. Now I can see the table a little bit better. Got to get positioned for the 4, Daniel, and try to figure out how to break out the 5-9, or the 5-8, I mean.
Yeah, that is a look at the angle he has manufactured, though.
Well,
he's perfect to come underneath and bump
right,
the 8 out.
Right, he can bump the 5 out, but is he going to get a shot on the 5?
Well, he'll bump the 8 out. He'll bump the 8 out.
Well, that's hitting it very, very well, I can tell you that. Let's see if you know what you're talking about.
He'll come rail first and bump the 8.
Okay, beautiful shot.
Boom.
There you go. You called it perfectly. I only work with professionals, Daniel, and you called that one perfecto, pal.
Thank you, thank you.
My hat is off to you.
I've played a game or two.
I imagine how many world titles you have. 6, 7, 8. Forget about it.
I'll tell you
How come
what.
you're not in the Hall of Fame?
I'll tell you
You
what.
know what I mean?
I'll give Ray Hansen the 7 ball anytime he wants.
There you go. Talking Ray, give him the wild 7.
What'd you say? Ron Handsome?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to reality. Vilmos. Oh, he almost rattled that 7 ball.
Yeah, well, almost happens in horseshoes, okay?
That's true, and hand grenades, too.
I have never seen this guy lose a match. I mean, I haven't.
You should watch him. You should watch him when I streamed him against Edgy Geronimo a few years ago. That wasn't too good for him.
Well, I've never seen it, you know.
You can get that for free on YouTube.
All right, he hit that shot very nice. 3 cushions and coming around the table. Nice billiard shot. Perfect position on the 9. He is on a roll.
All right, so Vilmos is up 3-1 in his potentially first race against Chad VILMONT. This is Daniel Busch. You're watching POVPOOL, the 30th annual Rum Runner Lounge. Hey, let's say thanks to everybody here at the Rum Runner. I want to say thanks to Gino Hill.
Absolutely.
To Jim Blakeman, the tournament director.
Absolutely.
To Gordy Hill and Mike Gantz.
And not only that, Daniel, just the people here in general that work here, the cooks, the bartenders, the barmaids. I mean, when you come in here, you're family.
Oh, yeah.
You know, absolutely.
These guys have got your back.
They treat you with class. There's no politics in here.
No,
okay?
This is probably the best bar you can ever go to, and you'll always feel at home here. You'll always feel at home.
Big game here for Vilmont.
But you better like the Packers, too.
Oh, yeah. This is a Green Bay Packer bar. No doubt about that.
Yes, it is your Packer bar in Vegas.
I tried to get Chino Hill to change this bar to a Detroit
Lions
Lion bar. A Detroit Lion bar. He wouldn't go for it.
No way, sir.
The Lions,
the Lions, yeah.
I mean, you know what we call the Lions in Detroit? We call them the kittens, okay?
Yeah, I bet.
The kittens. Yes, sir. Got the worst baseball team in the world, got the worst football team in the world, the basketball, the hockey. I mean, what's going on in Detroit? I don't know. But I can tell you what's going on here. You got plenty of action.
Well, Chad's caught behind the 6 ball here. He's one ball's all the way up table. What's he looking at there? What's the angle he's looking at?
Well, this is a game of cat and mouse now. This is a game of trying to outsmart your opponent.
Okay,
now,
he's playing a push.
If he pushed there, he has
Pushing
a reason for it. Now, why would you push out and hook yourself?
He's pushing to a jump, Jimmy.
That's
Come on.
right. That's what I'm saying. He's pushing to a shot that takes no ability at all to pull out a jump cue and hit this 1 ball. Okay? I mean, this is a jump cue, I would believe. Is that what he's going to do, Daniel?
Well, I'm surprised, actually, Vilmos opted to give it to him.
Here we go with the jump. Now, I'm not against if you can jump a ball with the cue that you play with. I'm against using a jump cue. I don't think there's any room for that with the best professional players in the world. I just don't agree with the jump cue. And another reason why the cue makers hate me, okay? You remember that guy that played in the XFL? He hate me. That's who I am in the world of pool, okay?
Well, I tell you what, the cue makers, they save a lot of money making jump cues. They only use half the wood.
Well, I mean, if you're going to use rules that you can have a jump cue, then obviously every professional player is going to have to buy one.
Yeah,
if
that's
not,
true.
you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
It's true. It's true.
Okay?
Well, he almost made that ball, but...
yeah, but did he have any problem hitting it? I mean, here's
Not
the
at
guy
all.
that pushed
Not
out
at all.
and hooked himself on purpose. Well, for my money, I want to see if he can go 3-4 rails and hit that ball. Then I can say this guy has knowledge, you know?
Yeah. Want to say hi to our journalist on the scene right now. Skip Maloney is in the chat room. He's a writer for AZ Billiards. We want to give him a shout out. Hope you're following this good here. And I'm sure we'll be looking forward to some editorial on AZ Billiards at azbilliards.com. This is Daniel, and I'm here with Jimmy Mataya, the Floydster.
Nice shot there, by the way.
You got something to say to the journalists out there, you better well say it now, Jimmy.
A journalist. Well, hey, I love the sport. I wish the sport all the best. I wish the men and women who play this sport and dedicate the best years and decades of their life, I wish them all the best. Don't get me wrong. I love this game. I mean, I'm not a player anymore, but it'll always be in my blood, and I just wish for the best for everyone in this sport.
Yeah, so do I. I want to thank everybody that's made donations this weekend. Lisa Just, Ghost Town Goblin, Dean Howell, Dennis Susi, Sean and Katie DeMonte, Ashley Tweed, Steve Mansfield, Tony Rapone, Tate Vallum, Nathan G., Randy Reinfeld, John Halter, M. Fox, Stacy Allsups, Tim Kovacs, Robert Mason, Russ Zorn, James Cotton, Tom Valenti, Tanner Rue, Regas Cheffis, Dean Corinder, Mac McElrath, and Janet Tykes.
What about all the Floydsters that are out there? There's millions and billions of them watching this show right now. Forget about it.
That's true. That's true. I also want to thank the Floydster. It would never be the same without you here, buddy.
And here comes my man Vilmos. I've never seen this guy lose, Daniel. I mean, I know that his opponent, Chad VILMONT, he's a dangerous guy.
He's a force to be reckoned with, that's
man,
for sure.
You better believe it. I mean, he's a terrific player. 4-1. FOLDES, you say they pronounce his last name?
FOLDES. And by the way, I just want to show you all of the people that have won this tournament. Vilmos FOLDES, as you can see, is at the last one that won
defending
the Andy
champion.
Mercer, the defending champion here for the Andy Mercer. Warren Kiyanko a year before that. And Warren Kiyanko also won this event in, he won this event another year. I can't see it.
You know, we talk about the sadness this year, Daniel, with Terry Downey. It brings me
1995 he won it.
Brings me back a memory of just 2 or 3 years ago when Mauro Ismael Paez had a stroke and was unable to ever play pool again. I mean,
he's had 3 of them, but he's apparently recovering very well right now.
Well, I hope so. He was
a miracle has happened.
What a player he was, and a nice guy. And for something like that to happen to him, it's just terrible, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't think we get to stay here forever.
No, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh, my
away.
friend.
That's true.
And there's no doubt about that.
Yeah. So anyway, while we're here, Vilmos relinquishes the table to Chad. What happened?
He
Did
pushed
he play
out.
another push?
No, here you
another
go.
push.
No, here you go. Now, if you're playing a 3-cushion billiard player in this position, you are at a disadvantage, okay? Learn the game of 3-cushion billiards. It will help your game tremendously. What he's going to do here, I don't know, Daniel. He's improvising right now. He's going to give the shot up.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to give the shot up. Now it's up to Vilmos to put into his mind, what can I do to not give him a shot here? Play a billiard shot. Okay, let's see what he does.
I think he's playing to make the one in the same. Oh no! I don't know why he even considered that shot.
No, I didn't like that shot at all.
No, neither did I.
He should have bumped it to the end rail, had the one ball go to the side rail, and leave the guy. You know, he's not going to hook him, but the guy has no shot. He's going to either have a bank shot or a safety. What he was trying to do there, I have no idea. But you live and you learn with this game. I guess we have a timeout here.
Not sure. We got Chad VILMONT going to the restroom there, and once again, the Southwest Q is going to be given away right after the finals. We'll also have an award ceremony and a payout ceremony. It happens every year here at the Rum Runner. It's always the same drill. And so
I'd also like to point out, Daniel, Terry Downey played with a Southwest cue, which in my opinion is as good a cue stick as there is on the market.
You're right about that.
I don't think you could find a better cue really than a Southwest.
Great cue, except you still have to wait 9 years for it.
Well, I'd buy one, but I don't think I'll be around in 9 years. Okay,
Exactly.
So now what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Can I get my money back?
Yeah. All right, so it's 4-1. Chad on the prowl here. With ball in hand, right?
Ball in hand, but the key ball here, Daniel, is the 2-ball. If he can get on the 2-ball, now he
looks
may.
Easy.
I don't know if he's looking for a combination there.
No. The 2 passes the 4.
If the 2 passes the 4, then he's okay.
I think the 4's up a little higher than it seems.
Okay, obviously the way he shot it, the 2 passes. Yeah. So he's in very good shape to win this frame.
Thank you. That dude personally just sent us $4.99. $4.99. Thanks for the super chat.
And by the way, this is a must-win game for him. He must win this game or he's in bad shape.
Yeah, especially with Vilmos on the hill and race to 6.
Well, he'll be on the hill if Chad doesn't get out here, but he has an open table here. And he's playing very good, so he is the favorite right now to win this game. Now this could get tricky. This could get a little bit tricky here. He's going to have to come off that rail, I would believe. He needs good position on the orange ball, and that's the key ball right now. Get position on the orange. Okay, he hit it very well, very well. He's right out there in the center of the table. That's where he wants to be. Now he has no problem with this 5 and to get position on the 7 ball, I believe. He's in excellent position right now to win this game, and he must win this game or he's in a lot of trouble.
He's got a very, very nondescript way of him, you know.
He is in excellent position right now.
You're down 4-1, and he still manages to stay calm, play at his pace.
You got to do your thing.
He's not rattled. He's not rattled by anything.
You got to get up there and mentally just get up there and do your thing. Your opponent is the balls. Your opponent's not Vilmos. Your opponent is these balls. Clear these balls off. If he wins this game, which he has got an excellent opportunity to do it. Of course, we all miss balls. You know that, Daniel. We all miss shots that are easy.
Yeah, that's true. I want to thank Chris Little for his super chat, $10. He says, thanks for the Jimmy Mataya Hall of Fame fun. Well, it's fun for you, but I can tell you right now, it's a bit of a sore spot for Jimmy.
Not really. Guy told me, he said, they're going to put you in the hall. I said, really? He said, yeah, but they're going to wait for you to die first. Well, I hope I don't keep them waiting long, okay?
Okie dokie, folks. Chad VILMONT, he closes the gap a little bit. It's 4-2 now. 4-2.
He's alive. That was a big game for him to win there.
Well, you're right. It was a big game.
I didn't agree with the way Vilmos hit that 1 ball. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but he scratched, and it's a costly, costly scratch. I don't know what he was thinking there. He'll have to explain that to me.
Four to two, and the break. The 4 goes down.
All right, now this is going to be a game of
He's
safeties
long.
here.
He's long on this one ball.
Well, he's going to go take the cue ball and put it behind the 2. You can bank on that. He's going to drive the 1 down table, try to put his cue ball behind the 2.
Well, I like that shot, Jimmy, but I don't know if there's room for him to connect with the bottom rail on the cue ball.
Well, I think he's going to drive the 1 straight down the table.
I think he could hide the cue ball behind the 3-9.
I don't know
actually.
because I can't see because you got your hands all over the monitor. There you go.
Okay.
There's the shot. Okay.
All right, he played your shot.
Right.
Wow.
I only work with professionals, Daniel. Okay, let's get it together, my friend. I know what he's going to do.
Mataya for the Hall of Fame, says Geraldine Thibodeau. $5 super chat. Come on now. I love you, Geraldine. Eric Fatboy says Jimmy has perfect hair.
Well, hey, I'm only 20 years old. What do you expect? I mean, come on.
I think he's getting a little friendly with you.
Yeah, guys from Rouge Drag Race or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Forget about it.
Rouge Drag Race. What channel you watching at home?
Hey, I watch all the crazy channels, okay?
That late night television.
I mean, people say you're crazy to watch that. Well, yeah, I'm crazy. I got papers to prove it. Come on.
Rouge Drag Race.
Okay, here's where your billiards comes in. Now, you're not just trying to hit this yellow ball. You want to hit this ball into a position where your cue ball can snooker him. You got the 3-5-9 down there. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he can see this
He
ball.
can see the one.
Oh, that changes things. That changes things.
He can play a back cut like Warren Kiamko.
Well, I didn't like his
he
chances.
He tried it. Well, there's another opportunity for Chad right now.
There are certain shots, Daniel, that even though you can see the ball, if you're a billiard player, you will kick to a rail to hit that ball because you know what to do to put the other guy in a bad situation, even though you can see the ball. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know. You're right about that. That's true. And here comes Chad down on the 1 ball. He's got a 2-6 combo in his future. And from there, he's got to get good position and close out the rack.
He actually is in good position to win this game.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to have to execute, of course, but he has an excellent opportunity here.
Well, I like his position here because with the 2 ball near the pocket after this, he'll be able to put the cue ball almost anywhere on the table.
Well, the 3 ball now would become the key ball. If he can get position on the 3, that's the key ball. Okay, he has good position with the 2. Now it's just a matter of placement of that snowball. Okay, now it looks as though he wants to come around the table. You don't want to come around and hit the 8. You don't want to come around and hit the 7 ball, I believe. And they're laying in a funny spot. He wants to get his cue ball around the table so he can get straight in on the 3. But you have a problem there with the 6 and the 8. You know, it's a little bit of a problem. So it's not as easy as it looks. He must play good position with that snowball on this shot. The 2 ball is no problem.
Well, I think the 3 passes the 9 to both pockets, so he has the freedom of being able to bring his cue ball over here, maybe on the.
Can he reach the shot? There's another.
Yeah.
You know, there's another thing that he's wondering.
Yeah.
Can he reach this? See, he's looking at it.
Well,
this is a little more tricky than what it looks.
He just needs a bridge. He needs a bridge.
It's a little more tricky than what it looks, and if he uses a bridge, that even makes it more difficult. So. He's got to get good position on this 3 ball. If he can get anywhere close to straight in, he's in good shape. If not, well, who knows what might happen. Only 6 balls on the table, and the 2 ball is not a problem. But get to the red ball. Can you get to the red ball in perfect position? If you can do that, you're in good shape. And he's going to use the rake, as you said, Daniel. Makes the shot a little more difficult as far as getting position. Now he's thinking about shooting it with the left hand. Well, he doesn't like that as much as he does using the rake. Not going to take any chances. Can he get position on the red ball, the 3 ball? Oh, he did not hit that well.
He played the other side of the ball.
He did not hit that well.
No.
He's going to have to slow roll this 3 ball. If he can make it, he's still going to have good position for the 5. But he's going to have to slow roll this ball. I don't like slow rolling balls myself. You never know when a ball is going to roll off, or you find a table roll on the table. I mean, it's
finessing balls is always the hardest thing to do in pool.
Yeah, trying to hit balls the length of the table and hitting them softly. But he has perfect position if he can make this ball. Rolling it in, not too much speed.
One rail position here.
And there you have it, Daniel.
Overcut it.
Well, you're rolling a ball the length of the table. It's a difficult shot.
You're right.
He did not hit the shot with the rake on the 2 ball. He did not hit it very good.
Yeah,
you're right. And he left himself a tough shot. Well, he missed it. I don't know if Vilmos has a shot here to make this ball. If he does, he's in excellent shape, but he might be a little bit hooked by the 9 ball, Daniel. And maybe a little massé here, you know what I mean? A little massé, one of my specialties. Okay.
Yep, and if you can master a massé shot or even a slight massé shot, you're starting to learn how to master the game of pool in general, and that's definitely, you're on the right track there.
I was voted years ago as the best massé player in the game.
Were you really?
Absolutely. Well, you know where it got me? Got me nowhere, pal. It got me sitting around here with you talking about pool. Yeah, best massé player in the game. Yeah, good luck to you, pal. Now, I like the massé here. I like the massé. This is even a type of shot where you could perhaps use a jump cue. You could perhaps use a jump cue in this spot. And I'm not talking a jump cue. I'm talking your own cue.
Yeah,
he might be able to jump this easily with his own cue.
Yeah, elevate the ball.
But I like the massé. There he goes. Let's take a look at that little tiny little massé. You only got to swerve it a little bit. Okay? I'm a master at the massé. You understand?
I do.
Okay, you understand?
I'm listening.
Okay. He is in a tricky little situation here. It looks like maybe he can jump this ball. You know, the 9's only got him hooked by a hair. Is he going to try to twirl it? A little soft massé, spin the ball in. He went for the bank shot.
He tried the boost the money bank.
I didn't like that shot.
I didn't
like
it
Not for my
either.
money.
No.
I didn't like the. No. I wouldn't have shot that way.
He threw his wallet at it, man. Come on.
You're letting the guy back in the match.
Yeah.
You know, he played a bad shot the last game on the 1 ball where I thought he should have been playing a safety, and I don't know what he was trying to do with it, and I don't know what he was trying to do with the 3 ball. He was trying to bank it. I don't know.
Well, Chad's 4 balls away from tightening up the lead here between him and Vilmos. It's 4-2. He only needs this 2 more games to win. And if I'm not mistaken, Chad does break next. Is that correct?
I have no idea.
Who played the push? I think Chad breaks next.
Well, he's let Chad back into this match. with a couple of shots that in the last game and this game that I don't really understand what he was really trying to do. He's let Chad back into the match.
Yeah. Chad broke this one. Okay, so Vilmos breaks next. That's right.
And if Chad can run out this frame and Vilmos breaking next, if Vilmos doesn't win the next game, Daniel, we got a tie game at 4.
This one or this one?
Okay, all right, he's okay. He's got a decent shot in the side. Got a decent shot in the side. Take nothing for granted. Bear down, concentrate. Okay, nice shot. You can chalk this up. It's going to be 4-3 Vilmos.
On the hill, Vilmos FOLDES. And I had a good question from Troy, New Jersey pool player. Wants to know, is curious about how you earn the name, the Floydster, Pretty Boy Floyd. How did you earn that name?
Well, back in the 80s when we started doing all those videos, we were the first ones to ever do videos. And I started out with 3 guys, Jimmy Rempe, Mike Siegel, and Larry Lascotti. And all 3 of those guys had nicknames. Well, they asked me, what's your nickname? I said, I don't have one, I'm just Mataya. And they said, well, we have to have a nickname.
Okay.
And I said, well, you know, I was working with Minnesota Fats years before that. And everywhere we went, Fats and he always called me Pretty Boy Floyd.
Really?
And when I told them that, they said, that's it. I mean, it took 1 second.
It took
1 second, they said, that's it.
Yeah,
So
but why did Fats call you that?
Because I was Pretty Boy Floyd.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
All right.
Fats, you know, he was a funny guy and a fun
Sure
guy
thing.
to work with.
Sure
but
thing.
he used to call me that, and that's how all that stuff started.
Okay, all right. Thanks to Troy, New Jersey pool player for asking that question. Somebody else asked Hill Brothers in the chat room says, Jimmy, do you remember an old-time Detroit player named Chris Clark?
Chris Clark?
Yeah.
I think he was related to...
China Clark. Clark.
China Clark, yeah, he lived in
China
my
Clark.
hometown, China Clark. He was
All
an
right.
excellent 3-cushion billiard player.
All right, there you go.
In my hometown of Lansing, Michigan, they played a lot of 3-cushion billiards. It was a very popular game there. Yeah, China Clark. Oh, yeah, I knew him since I was a teenager.
There you go.
Great guy, China Clark. Great guy and terrific 3-cushion billiard player.
So Vilmos, he connected with the 9-ball on that last shot, so he's a little out of position here.
He's way out of position here, but he's still at the table, and that's the important thing. Your opponent only gets what you give him, okay? But obviously, this is not going to be a safety shot. I'm more than sure he's going to go for the shot here. But yeah, he is way out of position here, Daniel. Just to make the ball is a chore. And now you got to hope to get decent position on the 7.
Yeah, that's true.
This is what separates the men from the boys. These type of shots.
Well, how about a bank shot?
A bank shot? Are you nuts or something?
Just ride the 9.
Ride the 9. I mean,
why not?
I only work with professionals, Daniel.
Okay. All right.
Ride the 9. Yeah.
Well, it's much better than that shot, I tell you.
I'll tell you what, look out. Look
Look
out.
at this.
And,
Kojak in the subway.
Well, you wanted to bank the shot, huh? You wanted to ride the 9?
I tell you what.
I mean, come on.
Well, okay then. This is your last day on the job. I got to tell you.
Hey, if you play as bad as I do nowadays, you might have tried to ride the 9. Okay, but no, these guys play pretty good. Okay, they're not looking to slop balls in. I can tell you that.
Chad down on the 7 now with his opportunity to tie up the match. Can you believe it? From 4 to 1?
Yes, I can. I told you a little while ago, you know, he blows this game, it's going to be 4-4. And then who's breaking, Daniel?
Chad is breaking.
Chad is breaking. There you go. Now everything has changed. All of a sudden, he is a small favorite. Okay.
And don't forget, like I said, Chad's already in the advantage. He only has to win one race.
And that's another thing. When you know you only have to win one, that's in your mind. And I think that's a favorite for your opponent. And the reason I say that, I've been in situations many, many times where I had to beat somebody twice, okay? Now, we're playing a race to 6. In my mind, we were never playing a race to 6. What we're doing, we're playing a race to 12. The only difference is I have to beat you at the halfway point, okay? I got to win the first half. But to me, it's like playing a race to 12.
John Mataya's house last night. Johnny? Jimmy? Look at this shot. Mike Massey tells me the greatest. I'll rephrase it. Quote, Shard, you hit the shot as good as any living human or maybe the best. Very good. End quote. That's a hell of a resume.
All right, so a little messy here. Chad doesn't have much to go on after the break.
Tell John I said hi. He's here. Where's he at? He's right over here. Jimmy's here. Not John. Jimmy? No, John was here.
So Chad pushes again to a jump, Jimmy.
Well, I mean, like I say, as long as you can use jump cues, well, it is what it is. You know how I feel about the jump cue. Learn to play the game. You don't learn by using a jump cue. Learn to play billiards, okay? When you're a good billiard player, you're a threat to hit the ball, Daniel. No matter where they are on the table, you're
That's
a threat to hit it because you know what you're doing.
I know, absolutely. You see all of the lanes, you know, all of the available lanes.
Well, you know what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah.
You'll see that automatically, okay?
Seems to be a little time being taken here by Vilmos. She's looking at the table. No, the stream hasn't frozen, folks. We're just waiting on Vilmos to make a decision here. He's got the option to pass it right back to Chad VILMONT if he wishes.
Can he see this ball?
I don't think he can see it, no. He could definitely, if I were him, I know that I would be able to jump this with my playing cue. It's only jumping half a ball to the 1 ball. But whether or not he wants to play this shot, take it on, that's up to him. I don't know. I think at this point, you take the shot on. It's like they say, you know, you'd rather take it on than regret it.
I know you want to ride the 9, Daniel, but that's not the shot, okay?
I'm not riding the 9, that's for sure. I think he can see the paint of the ball on the left-hand side, and he's looking at that.
If he's looking at this shot this long, it's very obvious. Give the shot back to your opponent. Because what do you think your opponent's going to do? You think he's in good position?
I've seen Vilmos take 4 minutes on a shot and then play something amazing.
Okay, see, he tried to come down, played a nice shot.
He played a good safety.
Very nice shot. Just tried to drive the ball down there, play some defense.
Yeah. He played the best shot he could with what he had. Distance is definitely going to work out for him here, but with Chad, you just don't know what he's capable of. I mean, I just don't know his game well enough to know what he's capable of doing. I don't know what's in his arsenal.
Well, he did the right shot there, and I'm going to tell you what, this guy's in a little bit of trouble here. Defense can win games. Don't think you have to run out every time you shoot, because you don't. Defense can win you as many games as offense can, but you have to know both ends of the stick, okay? Now, I'm not talking jump cues. I'm talking playing some pool, okay? Learn everything you can about this game. Ever so important.
And the return.
And there you see why.
It's no good.
There you see why.
No
good.
Okay,
my friend, you can win games with defense just like offense. I know that you want to bank every ball. I know that you want to ride the 9 every shot. Okay, I'm not going for that myself,
You're a hoot. So Vilmos should be comfortable here with ball in hand.
Well,
and
it may look easy, but trust me, it's not.
Well, there are a couple of issues.
Butterflies are in his stomach right now, just like the other guy. Now is when you got to try to figure out a way to relax, how to play this game, what's the right way to run these balls, and you must execute whatever you're going to try to do. It's not only concentration, but you must execute. It's great to have knowledge of the game, but if you cannot execute your knowledge, you have a problem. These guys don't have a problem executing their knowledge. They're both in A1 shape. They are ready to rumble, these guys. Now, key ball here, Daniel, is the orange ball, the 5 ball down on the end rail. If you can get good position to that 5 ball, and it doesn't look like he can make the 5 ball, but there's a possible billiard shot there.
You think the 5 doesn't go?
I don't know. It's hard to see from up here, but even if it doesn't, he still has, there's a possibility there. He has a billiard shot.
It is hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like he's creating an angle here so that he can either come down or break it out. I don't know what's...
I think he might play a billiard. He might play a billiard off the 5 and pocket the other ball in the corner. He may have a billiard shot here. He's looking at it.
No.
Okay.
I think the 5 just goes, maybe.
Well, if it doesn't, he has a perfect shot there for the billiard.
He can play the billiard. He can
right.
play. He can play just an easy safety too.
I don't know either if he can. No, he's going to play the billiard shot.
Yeah.
Okay, that ball doesn't go.
Well, billiard shot here is always risky because now you're contending with the possible position on the 5 after the shot. So.
He's going to play the billiard shot here.
Yeah, she goes.
Now he's in very good shape to win this game. Doesn't mean that he will, but he has an excellent opportunity right here.
Vilmos is playing good, and he's living up to what you said. You've never seen him lose.
I've never seen him lose. He's waltzing that snowball around pretty good. There you go.
Yeah. Hill four in a potential 2-match final here. Vilmos must win this first match in order to basically earn the hot seat back and beat Chad out of the point. This is Daniel Busch, and I'm sitting here with Jimmy, the Floydster, pretty boy Floyd Mataya, 4-time world champion, Las Vegas local now. You moved here from Detroit, didn't you?
I moved
about
here
30 years ago?
I moved here in 1972. I stayed here for 8 years. I left in 1980, and I came back in 2011. So my home is Michigan, but my home away from home has always been Vegas.
I see. Well, for many years, decades here in Las Vegas, this was where the action was for pool,
This
right?
is the sports capital of the world.
You won a championship at the Imperial Palace in Vegas, didn't you, once?
No, I won the all-around championship at the Stardust back in the mob days. That's when the mob was controlling the town.
Yeah.
Like Gino Hill, the owner of this place, he's a mobster. You understand? The guy's been in the mob for 30 years. I love the guy.
There's no such thing as a mob. Hey!
Got another mobster over there, Vince Camastro, yeah.
Hey, everybody, look. Oh, where'd he go? Hey, everybody, look busy. Gino's here. Gino, I just caught Jimmy talking. He's telling lies about you. Lies!
Well, you know what I mean. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him. I won't make it to the parking lot. You know what I mean? Now we got Vince Tedesco over there, another mobster. A lot of mob in here, and that's what I like about it. I feel at home.
If there's any bar owners out there that care to have Jimmy for a customer, I'll put up his first $2,000 tab.
Talking with Gino Hill, one of the absolute icons.
I'm giving the jump cue to Jimmy.
Okay. So why don't you tell this is Andy Hughes, everybody.
Hey,
If I win Terry Downey's Southwest Q, it comes with a separate jump cue. I'm going to go ahead and give that to Jimmy Mataya as my personal gift, because I know he doesn't have one, and I'm sure he would like to learn how to use one. And he's got an important match coming up, I think next week, and it could come in handy.
Who's he playing?
Who are you guys playing?
Are you getting together to play with Keith McCready?
He's playing.
Are you going on Rod Handsome's stream?
I think he's playing Phil Tatum's team.
Oh, all right. He's in the league. That's right.
Yes, we are.
Andy Hughes. All right, Vilmos on the hill against Chad Vilmont. And
on the hill, and doesn't look like he has anything
it's a
here.
terrible spread, isn't it?
From what I can see.
I mean, who racked these balls?
I don't know. That's another thing about pool. You know, two guys are playing, and one guy's making balls on the break, so the other guy's complaining. Now the other guy's breaking the balls, and he can't make a ball on the break, so he's they're always complaining about the rack.
Yeah.
When I was a player, I don't care where you put those balls. Put them up there and bust them. I don't care. To me, the game is not about the rack.
Right.
The game is about playing the game, and I don't care where the balls are. Get up and play.
Uh-huh. Well, as far as I can remember, when I started playing, it was always loser racks.
Well, in 9-ball, that's the way it should be. But nowadays, like every tournament you go to, they play by different rules.
How about this? I was playing loser rack 9-ball once at Hollywood Billiards. I made 3 9-balls in a row on the break. My opponent was racking for me. He looked up at me and accused me of cheating.
You was cheating, you rascal. I know you pretty well. I know you was cheating.
I was riding the 9 right on the break.
Yeah. Ride the 9, Daniel Boone. That's who we got in the booth here today. Now, the most famous guy in this bar for riding the 9 is Phil Chatham, okay?
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I don't care if the 8-9's on the table. He's going to ride the 9, okay?
Yeah. What's Vilmos doing here then? Is he playing a safety?
He played a good shot
kicking
there.
Under the ball.
Perfect
Wow,
speed.
what a shot that was.
Well, that's defense. You understand? That is a great defensive shot. He has hooked Chad. Now, Chad is not in bad position here. Don't think because he's hooked that he's bad position.
Yeah, he can play an equally dangerous
kick shot. He can come off
shot.
the side rail, drive the 2 ball down by the 5.
Yeah.
And on top of it, the cue ball is going to come back here by the 4 and the 5. If he
the 4 and
connects,
the 3. The 4 and the 3.
Well, all right, the 4 and the 3. But he has to execute here.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing
he's not in bad shape here.
He's got to make sure, though,
he just
that he
clips
doesn't make the 2. He doesn't want to make the 2, though.
No, he wants to just clip the 2. Just clip it. No, he hit it too full. Now, if he had clipped it, the cue ball would have came down by the 3 and the 4, and he may have hooked him. Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the speed that he hit the shot with. He hit it much too hard. He actually had a good shot there, but he hit it way too hard, and he didn't hit it the way he wanted to. So, that's a part of pool. Tough game. Now, Vilmos going to try to go behind the orange ball, the 5 ball, drive the 2 back down to the rail. There you go, and come behind the 5.
Oh,
he hit it almost perfect.
Yeah.
Almost perfect.
Well, you know it's horseshoes and hand grenades, Jimmy. It's not.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. He left the guy a shot on the 9 ball. Now you can ride the 9, Daniel.
Okay.
I know that's what you want to do. Is ride the 9.
Is that right?
Now you can go for the 9 ball. You've got a shot there. You got a shot to win this game. You must go for the combination here. Take your chances.
I tell you what, he's going to be a local hero. He probably already is a local hero at his hometown, Clinton, Iowa. Well, I don't know if that's his hometown, but that's where he lives.
Had a lot of good players come out of Iowa. A lot of good players come out of everywhere.
Ryan DeBerg. Run out Ryan.
Yeah. Guy by the name of McCoy. I don't know if you ever knew him from Iowa. A really, really good player, McCoy.
Okay.
And I believe, what's his name from down there in Phoenix, Arizona right now? What's his name of the one pocket player?
Bobby Emmons?
No.
Scott Frost.
Scott Frost. He comes from Iowa.
Is he originally from Iowa?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? Yeah, Butch Cassidy. Forget about it.
Butch from Iowa. Butch. The only Butch I know is...
A lot of good players came from
Brooklyn
Iowa.
Butch.
He's going for the combo here, Daniel.
I don't know if he is. He looks like he's cutting the blue ball thin.
He's going for the combo.
He doesn't look like he's going for it. Maybe my eyes are all messed up. He is. Yeah. Wow, what a shot.
Very nice shot. Very nice shot, and he got that shot.
I tell you what, he's got my next side bet, that's for sure.
He got that shot all because of Vilmos came up just a little bit short on his safety.
He sure did.
And left him a shot on the 2 and the 9. Otherwise, he would have been hooked.
Now who's breaking, Jimmy?
Vilmos is breaking?
No, it's the other way around.
Oh, Chad is breaking.
Chad is breaking.
Okay, well, advantage Chad. Simple as that.
Simple as that. Chad.
Boy, you'd like to get a door popper right now when you make the 9 on the break and end it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the golden break. That's
you
what
never
you
know.
need.
You got a shot at it, you know. He's checking the balls. Yeah, they're all there. They're all there. Okay, let's go.
They got a blank spot on the plaque.
Let's go, Chad. All 9 of them are there.
They got a blank spot on the plaque. ready for one of these guys' names. Vilmos FOLDES is at 2019. I'm sure he'd like to take the next spot on that plaque, but this is where it hangs in the Rum Runner Lounge. 30 years ago in the springtime, here at the Rum Runner, the Andy Mercer tournament was born.
Is it a door popper for all the money, Daniel? How about a door popper? 9 on the break. Look out.
Anything's possible, Jimmy, especially here at the Rum Runner Lounge. 9 doesn't want to move. No. In fact, he makes a ball. He made the 2 ball. And he can bank the 1. But he's got to get a good position for the 3 ball. So Chad's got some work cut out for him, but he does have a shot.
That's all you need is a shot.
That's all you need.
You don't have to run out.
I love it. He's carrying his drinking his beer.
Hey, he's a Floydster.
Yeah,
you know,
he's a
this
Floydster.
guy. I love the guy.
How's the Dizzy Dina pool?
Oh, the Dizzy Dean is great.
Oh, my God. Listen to this.
I bet you're having the time of your life, Phil.
Oh, my God.
Talking with
You
Phil
got this?
Tatum. Talking with Phil Tatum.
I'm watching Vilmos shoot. He's on my team. God.
One of Daniel.
Am I the luckiest guy in the
One
world?
of Daniel Boone's most favorite players, Phil Tatum, a guy that likes to ride the 9 every shot.
Oh my God!
And that's what Daniel Boone likes. He's looking to ride the 9 here.
Yeah. Well, he killed a bar when he was only 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This really is a classic match here. You know, we've known Vilmont has been a monster all these years. He's a little more seasoned this year.
He's a monster on this whole tournament.
He is. My God. I mean,
Well, yeah, this is only his 3rd year really playing on bar tables at all.
Well,
didn't play a lot of bar
coming
box.
here. He's slowing everybody down. I think he just what's this? The pump.
Well, this is
like
Chad.
The 1-2 pump. No,
This
what's
is
the
Chad.
1-2 pump? The 1-2 pump. Bam.
Trying to get position on a 3.
Yeah.
Dangerous shot.
Boy.
Dangerous shot.
He's not going to get position.
And
Oh,
he's not
wait a
gonna
minute. Wait a minute.
Well, I'll tell you what. He just might be there.
He's
He
there.
just might be there.
He's there, but he may be there only rail first. I'm not sure. It looks like he can play direct.
I
onto
don't
the
think
ball.
he has
Wow.
much problem on making this ball, even if he's got to go rail first, Daniel. It's a pretty easy shot, a missable shot if he has to go rail first. But if not, it's all about the 5 ball. And you take a look at the 6 ball and the 7 ball where they're at. This is not an easy run out, okay? He has an opportunity, but it's not an easy run out.
See, I'd shoot the 6 before the 4. I'd cheat the numbers, but oh boy, that's why I don't ever win. Okay.
Talking with Phil Tatum,
Oh my
ride
God.
the 9. He
Ride
rides
the 9, Phil.
Phil would try to ride the 9 here right now. He does it better than anybody in the world, I can tell you that.
Yeah. They call me 293949. Phil. Okay, seriously.
Okay, I don't know if he can see this ball, Daniel. This is not an easy run out.
I think he's acting a little bit. I think
Yeah,
he's
but
all
even
right.
so,
He's okay.
when you take
He's
a look
all
at
right.
the layout of the balls, he doesn't have an easy run out here. And I don't care if he can see this ball or 3 ball or not.
Now, one shot can change everything.
But he broke up a couple balls there.
he's
That was a
fine.
good shot. He
He's
broke
perfect.
up a couple.
he
But
can
he's
just
still got some work to do here. And
he'll
the
just
5 ball is the key ball right now.
play 5 to the
You
side.
know, I got to tell you guys, I've been here almost
all
for
right.
every final. This final right now has got more chess in it than any match I've ever seen.
This is a great final.
It really is. They're both
really
playing
is.
great. They're both playing safeties. Yeah, I don't know.
Pool is a game of chess.
Well, we got a Cinderella story here too. I mean, Chad Vilmont is not very well known amongst pool players in the United States, across the country. He may be known locally, and he may be known by some of the pros, but there's a lot of people pretty excited to see this.
Well, the first time I ever had heard Chad Vilmont's name was he played in this tournament about 10 years ago. And he came in and he said, the most racks in a row I've ever made was 27. And I went, uh-oh.
You didn't believe that story,
uh-oh. This has got to be a story, or this guy's going to be
27 racks in a row?
He just, I mean, it was like automatic. He just went on and on and on.
27
racks. I'm telling you, that's the story.
In a row.
Fishes
Sounds like another Hall of Famer to me that lied on their resume.
Well, I tell you what, the three
I mean, I know guys on their resume in the Hall of Fame. I grew up with these guys. I beg your pardon.
Sounds like another Pete the Painter.
A better class of liars I've never met in my life.
Not going to happen.
Okay. You've heard some fish stories.
All right, we got to keep it down a little bit, though. The players have been making comments. Actually, they've been hearing us from the booth. So
all right,
we got to just try to be respectful here.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's 72, but he's got a lot of testosterone. Okay, sorry, I didn't say that. Okay, here we go.
Well, he's the 5. He missed the 5.
Yeah, there you go.
But
you never know. But meanwhile, take a look at what he left.
He landed safe.
This is where the pool gods come in. This is where they're going to torture each player who knows how many times.
I agree.
Okay. Now, my prediction is he's going to hit this 5 ball, and if he doesn't make it in the side, he's going to hook the other player. This is where the pool gods come in, and they torture you all the way to the end, to the finish line, okay? The pool gods have awakened, okay? They see what's going on here.
I think he's going to play a safety.
Well, I think that's a pretty good assumption, seeing how he doesn't have a shot.
He can cut this in.
I think that's a pretty good assumption.
He's cutting this in.
Can he cut it in?
He's cutting it in.
Can he stay out of the side pocket? Can he stay out of going cross sides and scratching? What a shot.
Wow.
What a shot. What a shot.
What a shot.
Unbelievable. That was unbelievable, wasn't it?
That was a great shot.
An amazing shot. Very nice, very nice. Now he's got to come with another good shot.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
Okay.
What a great
It's not over.
No,
he's got to come with another very good shot here.
I tell you what, the whole room's going to be skipping beats here, because if he wins this match, this is going to be a huge upset. A lot of people thinking this match is already over. It ain't over. This match ain't over.
All right. He's got a straight in shot. He's in good shape if he makes it. And he did. Okay. This guy is tough. I mean, to tell you, they're both double tough. What a great match for the fans, Daniel. You know,
An amazing player. Vilmos is, he's really coming with it. He's coming with it at a clutch moment in this match when he needs to win this first race in order to get a chance to play him one more race. It's a true double elimination event, and Chad Vilmont is coming from the hot seat, whilst Vilmos comes from the one-loss side.
Okay, we're getting ready for overtime.
Yeah, it's going to be
overtime. We're getting ready for
here.
overtime.
This is the best match I've ever seen. In the Andy Mercer.
Hey!
Wow.
Vilmos takes it down, number 1, 6-5. Wow, I know. I feel like everybody, we don't just need a break. I think we all need to take a nap and come back for a while.
Wow.
I need a shower.
Okay, let's take a break.
Okay.
All right, guys. Stay tuned, guys, for race number 2, Vilmos versus Chad, the finals.
Yeah.
Okay, pal. You've been on my back for about 20 minutes. Yeah, okay. Give me a break, please.
What you hiding? What you hiding from me? What you hiding?
30th Annual Andy Mercer 9-Ball Classic. Streaming live from the Rum Runner Lounge on POVPOOL.
All right, we're starting in just a minute here. It'll be the last race of the day. And like I said, I wanted to thank everybody that's donated to POVPOOL this weekend. James Cotton, Tom Valenti, Tanner Rue, Regas Chevis. Hold on a second. Dean Cavender, Mac McElrath, Janet Tykes, Russ Zorn, Robert Mason, Tim Kovacs, Stacy Alsop, M. Fox, John Halter, Randy Reinfeldt, Nathan G., Tate Vallum, Lisa Just, Ghost Town Goblin, Dean Howell, Dennis Saucy, Sean and Katie Damani, Ashley Tweed, Steve Mansfield, and Tony Rapone. Thank you guys so much for your support. POVPOOL appreciates all the donations that come in. And they're always appreciated and they're always needed. Trust me. Every penny that I put back into this company, a lot of it comes from you guys. And so it's with a very grateful thanks that I give you guys. And also want to thank a lot of people that help put this event together, and also that support staff for POVPOOL and for everybody else here. I want to thank Darren Domingo, all the staff at the Rum Runner Lounge. I want to thank Jack Murray for his thank you. And I want to thank Jack Murray for his live bracket and for spending time with me, commentating and promoting the event. I want to thank Tim Kovacs for spending time with us and for his donation as well. I want to thank Max Eberly for his support, for Jimmy Moore, Cowboy Jimmy Moore Jr., Christina Gonzalez, Joe Canella, Andy Hughes. I want to thank Didi Carballo and Chris, Didi's son. And I also want to thank Steve Dittmar. I want to thank Jimmy Mataya. I want to thank Lisa. Lisa Charlotte. And I want to thank Gary Onamura, Dexter Real. I want to thank Jason Weir, John Barton, Tony Kalamdarian, Ramin Bakhtari, Sundown Donnie Wessels, and West State Billiards. I want to thank Go Play Pool, Lux Electric Car, JB Cases, Tiger Products, Luke Bodenheimer, and also the Rubster.
I'm on YouTube.
Thank you so much for your support, Rubster 670. We're about to get this started here. It's going to be the final match at the 30th Annual Andy Mercer Memorial 9-Ball Classic Tournament. And also, last but not least, I want to thank love of my life, Geraldine Thibodeau. She's my rock, my better half. And without her, I don't even think I'd be on this planet anymore.
She's the boss with the sauce.
She's the boss with the sauce. And I'm just happy to be here. Ben Sutherland, love you. Wish you to spend more time with us too. And with that, I think we're going to be getting this started any minute. Oh, tournament staff, Mike Gans, Gordy Hill, and Jim Blakeman. Yeah, it just says all the staff at the Rum Runner. Oh, well, that's folded. Okay. Yeah, those guys. You guys rock. Be sure to like the Rum Runner Lounge on Facebook. There's also now a Facebook group. Hold on a second.